Hello aspirants, I Mahesh Ahuja. Welcome to all of you in Competition Community's FTR 3.0 series. This is our second video of Indian History FTR series and this is part 2. So in this video, we are going to revise our concepts and facts from Congress, Muslim League and Surat Session topic. Okay, so without wasting time, we are going to take the first question of second part of Indian History series. Here is the first question. Amongst the following earliest to form was. It means these are the names of early political associations. It means before the formation of Congress, this was the some organizations, this was the some associations, and you have to tell which was the earliest to form. Okay, so before discussing it, let's simplify this association because in the examination, the examiner directly asks the year of association. So let's simplify it. See, first you have to see here Bengal, and after Bengal we will look some associations in Maharashtra, and after Maharashtra we will also see some associations, some political organizations in Madras too. So number of organizations we are going to see here 6 number, and here in Maharashtra we are going to look 3 organizations, and in Madras there are 2 important organizations that you have to remember. Okay, then we will go back to our question. So first of all, in Bengal, first of all recall the year of establishment. First 1838, after 1838 1843, after 1843 1851, then remember 1839, then also remember 1875, and then remember 1876. So here are the 6 associations in Bengal. So first in 1838, you have to remember the first political organization. The name of the organizations was Landholder Society. Obviously, this society was formed for the landholders. Next society was formed in 1843 and the name of this society was Bengal British India Society. Bengal British India Society, the society for the farmers. The Bengal British India Society was formed by the Thompson. Remember, this association was for landholders and this for the farmers. So in 1851, see, now this is the point, this is very important point. In 1851, both the association was merged and formed one new association. The name of the association is British India Association. Remember the name is British India Association. It means British India Association is formed on 1851 by the merger of 2 associations, Landholder Society and Bengal British India Society. In 1839, the name of the organization is British India Society and it was formed in 1839. Okay, so now this is the situation in Bengal. These are the nothing but the early political associations. You can also remember in 1875 about Indian League and in 1876 about Indian Association. Remember, the Indian Association was established by Surendranath Banerjee plus remember Anand Mohan Bose, while the Indian League was established by, remember the name of the personality, he is Shishir Ghosh. So here is the 6 important organizations in Bengal that you should remember the years of establishment of these associations. Now come here in Maharashtra. So in Maharashtra we are going to discuss the 3 associations. First of all, remember the year. See, here 1851 British Indian Associations. So with the inspiration of British Indian Association in 1852, then 1870, and after 1870 you must remember 1885. Okay, so 1852, 1870 and 1885. 1852, the name of the organization is Bombay Association and this was formed by Dada Bhai Nauroji. Remember, Bombay Association was formed by Dada Bhai Nauroji. It means 1851 British India Association and 1852 Bombay Association. Both names are approximately same, so it is very easy to remember. Next, 1870. Yes, this one is very important. In 1870, Pune Sarvajanik Sabha, and Pune Sarvajanik Sabha was established by, remember, Mahadev Govind Ranade. Ranade established Pune Sarvajanik Sabha in 1870 and the location is Maharashtra. Now 1885, Here in 1852 Bombay Association, but 1885 remember Bombay Presidency Association. Bombay Presidency Association was established in 1885 and you have to remember the three personalities here. First one is Firoz Shah Mehta. After Firoz Shah Mehta, remember K.T. Telang, and after K.T. Telang, it is very easy to remember Tayyabji. So Firoz Shah Mehta, K.T. Telang and Tayyabji, these three personalities who formed the Bombay Presidency Association in 1885. So with this, it is easy to remember the associations, the organizations. Now, next one is in Madras. So remember the two dates here. In Madras, such like here 1852 and 1870 and 1855, here also it is very easy to remember 1852 and 1884. So the first organization in 1852, the name of the organization is Madras Native Association. Remember Madras Native Association. Now come to the point which is related to our question, that is Madras Mahajan Sabha. Okay, Madras Mahajan Sabha was established in 1884. So here are the some points which are related to our question is this. First one is British India Association, which is established on 1851. Next, Madras Mahajan Sabha 1884, Bombay Association 1852. Remember Bombay Association in 1852. So let's back to our question. The British Indian Association was formed in 1851. And who was the secretary? I have told you Devendranath Tagore was the secretary, not Dwarikanath Tagore, and the president was Raja Radhakant Dev. So British Indian Association was merger of two associations. First one was Landholder Society and next one was Bengal British India Society. Okay, now let's talk about the Bombay Association. I have already told you it was inspired by British Indian Association. So the Bombay Association was formed in 1852 and who was the founder? Dada Bhai Nehruji. Next, Madras Mahajan Sabha, it was formed in 1884. Remember in 1884, and also remember the personalities who formed Madras Mahajan Sabha. First one is Raghavachari. Next one is Anand and another one is Iyer. So you can remember very easily that Raghavachari, Anand and Iyer, this triplet formed Madras Mahajan Sabha in 1884. Okay. Now next one is Pune Sarvajanik Sabha. We have discussed about this. It was formed in 1870 in Pune, Maharashtra by Ranade. So who was the first association who established earlier? So the answer is Bombay British Indian Association and it was established in 1851. So हमेशा इन संस्थाओं से, इन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से ईयर्स को पूछा जाता है, इसीलिए मैंने मैप के माध्यम से इसको आसान बनाने की कोशिश की है. So if you people want, then take a sneak shot of this map. Okay, so now here is the second question. Second question is, who among the following are associated? Okay, who among the following are associated with the founding of Indian National Congress? It means at the time of foundation of Congress, which were the following are associated. Okay, so here is the answer. Select the correct answer. First of all, check whether you have to say the correct answer or you have to select the incorrect one. So you have to select the correct one. Now, now this question becomes, it makes your question, it makes your attempt very easy. Okay, now let's talk about foundation of INC. We all know very well that the Congress was founded on 1885 and the date was 28th of December. 28th of December. And what was the venue? The venue was Gokul Das Tejpal Sanskrit Mahavidyalaya in Bombay. The name of the place was Gwalior Tank. So this is the facts regarding the foundation of Indian National Congress. And also, who was the first president of Indian National Congress? So the first session was held at Bombay. The first session was held at Bombay and the first president was W.C. Banerjee. W.C. Banerjee. Okay. Now, how many members was participated in this session? And the number of members was 72. Remember, the number of members was 72. So these are the facts about the Congress. Now we have to talk about the founders. So it was the initiative taken by the Alan Octavian Hume. He was nothing but the retired civil servant. So Alan Octavian Hume, obviously, sure short, he is the founder. Next, we need to talk about the Badruddin Tayyabji. Badruddin Tayyib was the first Muslim president of the Congress in the fourth session, which was held in Madras in 1887. So obviously he was not associated with Congress at the time of the foundation. So this statement or this option is incorrect. Now let's talk about Din Shah Washa. Din Shah Washa, other founder members in addition to Ellen Octavia Bloom. First one is Firoz Shah Mehta, or we can say Dada Bhai Nehruji. They two are the founding members of Congress. In addition to these two, the Din Shah Washa was also very close to Dada Bhai Nehruji and with Firoz Shah Mehta. Along with these political activities, he was also in touch with the social reforms, or we can say in education reforms. So Din Shah Washa is a correct option. He is a founding member of INC. Next, we need to talk about Surendranath Banerjee. Yes, Surendranath Banerjee. In 1883, Surendranath Banerjee formed another association named as Indian National Conference. Indian National Conference was established by Surendranath Banerjee in 1883 and its second session was held in Calcutta in the month of December. It means this session was at the time of foundation of Congress. That's why Surendranath Banerjee could not attend the founding session of Congress. Remember, this question is very important. Who could not attend the founding session of Congress? It means the first session of the Congress, and that is Surendranath Banerjee. So obviously he is not at all related to the founding personality. Hence the right option is 2 and 3. So here is your answer. So this is the next question. In this question, it is match the following. In first list, they have given you the Indian National Conference sessions, and in the second list, they have given you the President of Indian National Congress. Okay. Now you have to match. So first, we have already discussed that in Madras in 1887, the first Muslim president of Congress was Badruddin Tayyib. So it is very, very clear. And we also have discussed about the Bombay session. Bombay session, the president of this first session was Vyomesh Chandra Banerjee, and number of delegates in this session was also 72. Okay. Now let's bifurcate this number of delegates. From Bombay presidency, the number of delegates was 32. Okay, so 38 delegates from Bombay presidency. Remember. Next, 21 delegates from Madras presidency. Next, 7 delegates from UP presidency and 3 delegates from Bengal and 3 delegates from Punjab. So here we can see that the maximum number of delegates from Madras presidency, obviously the first session of Congress was going to held as Bombay. This is the reason. Okay. Now come here. You can see here very less delegates came from the Bengal region. Only 3 delegates. Why? Because Bengal जो है वो एक sensitive area था. चाहे social reforms की शुरुआत हो राजा राम मोहन राय ने की थी, वो भी बंगाल से ही हुई थी. चाहे अगर आप रिवॉल्यूशनरी एक्टिविटीज की बात करें तो वो भी एक ऑर्गेनाइज्ड मैनर में ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बना के जो शुरुआत हुई थी वो भी बंगाल से हुई थी. तो एक ऐसी प्लेस जो बहुत ज्यादा सेंसिटिव है, वहां से अगर इतने कम लोग आएंगे तो ध्यान बांटने के लिए कांग्रेस वासियों ने सोचा कि अब अगला जो सेशन है वो हमको कलकत्ता में ही करना चाहिए. यही कारण है कि कांग्रेस का जो सेकंड सेशन है वो कहां हुआ था, तो वो कलकत्ता में हुआ था. और इस सेशन के जो प्रेसिडेंट है वो भी बने थे दादा भाई नेहरूजी. सबसे वरिष्ठ व्यक्ति को इन्होंने प्रेसिडेंट बनाया था जिसका नाम था दादा भाई नेहरूजी. सो यहां से द फर्स्ट पारसी प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ कांग्रेस सेशन वाज दादा भाई नेहरूजी, व्हाइल द फर्स्ट मुस्लिम वाज बदरुद्दीन तैयब जी, एंड हु वाज द फर्स्ट प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ द कांग्रेस फर्स्ट सेशन, सो व्योमेश चंद्र बनर्जी. नाउ नेक्स्ट सेशन फ्रॉम इलाहाबाद. In this session, the first European president was George Euler. So with this, your answer is B. Okay, now here is the next question. Who said it? Congress is tottering to its fall, and one of my great ambitions while in India is to assist it to a peaceful demise. इस word को आप circle कीजिएगा, peaceful demise. Okay, this statement is related to Lord Curzon. Lord Curzon was writing letter to India Secretary Hamilton, and in his letter he mentioned that Congress is tottering to its fall and he want to assist its peaceful demise. So this statement is related to Lord Curzon. Let's discuss about Lord Curzon. So the governorship of Curzon was from 1899 to 1905. During his governorship, let's discuss about its works. Through Calcutta Corporation Act. Remember Calcutta Corporation Act, which was introduced in 1899, and he also brought Indian University Act 1904. With this act, he brought all the universities India under the control of the government. So act was Indian University Act 1904, and remember Calcutta Corporation Act 1899 decreased the number of elected legislature. So this was the works done by the Curzon, and also the biggest blunder was partition of Bengal in 1905. It was the biggest blunder of Lord Curzon. Okay, now this is the next question, and in this question these are the statements, and the statements was associated with which personality you have to say. See, first we will see what was the statement from Lala Lajpat Rai, then what was the statement from Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and then Bipin Chandra Pal. One by one we will look some statements. Lala Lajpat Rai quoted that Congress is nothing but the annual fare of educated members. Annual fare of educated members or educated Indians. Who said this? So remember, Lala Lajpat Rai said this. Again, what about Bal Gangadhar Tilak? Bal Gangadhar Tilak quoted, "We will not achieve any success in our labors if we croak once like a frog." Remember, ये जो फ्रॉग वाला स्टेटमेंट है, ये जो क्रोक वाला स्टेटमेंट है, ये देने वाले हैं बाल गंगाधर तिलक। तो ये स्टेटमेंट काफी पॉपुलर है, याद रखिएगा। अगर हम सार में एक बार मेंढक की तरह टरटराएंगे तो हमको कुछ भी नहीं मिलने वाला, ऐसा कहने वाले कौन थे? तो ऐसा कहने वाले बाल गंगाधर तिलक थे, और लाला लाजपत राय ने एनुअल फेयर बोला था। बाल गंगाधर तिलक के बाद बिपिन चंद्र पाल का कहना था यह एक सॉलिसिटेशन इंस्टीट्यूशन है, यानी कि उन्होंने इसे एक याचना संस्था के तौर पे कहा है। सो किसने ऐसा कहा है? तो याद रखना, बिपिन चंद्र पाल ने कांग्रेस को एक सॉलिसिटेशन इंस्टीट्यूशन नाम दिया था। ओके, नाउ माइक्रोस्कोपिक माइनॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया। एक्चुअली ये जो स्टेटमेंट है ये लॉर्ड डफरिन का स्टेटमेंट है। So it is the statement during the initial time. Initially, he said Congress as a representative of microscopic minority of India. But later, in the fourth session of Congress in Allahabad session, the government servants was disallowed to take part in the proceedings. So this statement was quoted by Lord Dufferin at initial time. Remember. Next, कांग्रेस पीपल्स आर हंग्री फॉर द पोस्ट। हाँ जी, वो पोस्ट के लिए भूखे हैं, पदों के लिए भूखे हैं। ये जो स्टेटमेंट है ये कहना था बंकिम चंद्र चटर्जी का, क्योंकि बंकिम चंद्र चटर्जी का कहना था कि कांग्रेस वाले अपोज नहीं करते हैं, खुल के अपोज नहीं करते, इसीलिए ये लोग जो है वो पोस्ट के लिए भूखे हैं। कांग्रेस पीपल्स आर हंग्री फॉर पोस्ट। और 3 डेज शो को याद रखिएगा। 1897 के अमरावती में जो अधिवेशन हुआ था, अमरावती सेशन में अश्विनी कुमार दत्त ने कांग्रेस को 3 दिनों का तमाशा 3 डेज शोज कहा है। ऐसा कहने वाले कौन है? तो ऐसा कहने वाले अश्विनी कुमार दत्त हैं। सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज दिस। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, कंसीडर द फॉलोइंग नेशनलिस्ट लीडर्स एंड यू हैव टू से which one of the following are the moderate leaders. You have to say the moderate leaders. Okay, now K.M. Mitra, Surendranath Banerjee, Arbindo Ghosh and Prithvish Chandra Ray. Out of these 4 personalities, we definitely know that Arbindo Ghosh is nothing but the extremist leader. So with Arbindo Ghosh, eliminate C and eliminate D too. So you have only 2 options. It means A and B. So out of this, you have to think about Prithvish Chandra Ray only. So Prithvish Chandra Ray was the moderate leader. He was associated during 1903 to 1905. Remember, Prithvish Chandra Ray was the moderate leader. Let me tell you the other name of moderate leaders. Remember, Dada Bhai Nehruji, the experienced personality. Next, remember Gokhale Sahab. Next, remember 2 Banerjees, Vyumesh Chandra Banerjee, and next Suresh Chandra Banerjee too. We have already discussed about Firoz Shah Mehta, and also Dinkar Wacha, Dinsha Wacha were also associated with Firoz Shah Mehta and Dada Bhai Nehruji. You can also remember R.C. Dutt, and with him also Mahadev Govind Ranade. So these are the moderate leaders which can directly ask in the examination. So this type of questions are several times asked in the examination. So remember the name of moderate leaders, and you also have to remember the name of extremist leaders. So it is very easy to remember the name of extremist leaders. So here is the answer. Prithvi Chandra Ray is nothing but a moderate leader. So here is the next question. Consider the following statement regarding the Congress position during the Swadeshi and boycott movement. So the first statement is, the militant nationalists led by Lal Bal Pal and Arbindo Ghosh wanted the movement to be taken outside the Bengal. Whether this statement is correct or not, we will discuss. The goal of the Indian National Congress declared to be self-government or Swaraj. This is very important point, we will also discuss. But let me extract some facts with this concepts, with this statements. Okay, first of all, Swadeshi movement or boycott movement is nothing but a byproduct of partition of Bengal. So let me discuss some important facts from partition of Bengal. Actually, on 19th of July 1905, there was a declaration of partition of Bengal, and in 7th of August 1905, the Swadeshi and boycott movement were started. Next, on 16th of October 1905, is the day when the partition of Bengal was actually enacted. So remember, these three dates are very important from partition of Bengal. Now because of this 7th of October 1905, they were started the Swadeshi and boycott movement. The venue was Calcutta in Town Hall, and the date, remember, 7th of August 1905. Now here we are to discuss about the three sessions of the Congress. First in 1905, which was in Banaras, and this session was headed by the Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Next session in 1906 in Calcutta, and this session was headed by Dada Bhai Nehruji. So in this session, under the leadership of Gopal Krishna Gokhale, this meeting was resolved for the two purposes. First one is to condemn the partition of Bengal, and second is to support the anti-partition movement, or we can say the Swadeshi and boycott movement. So see here, in this session, the militant nationalists wanted to take this movement outside the Bengal, or they want to spread in full-fledged in the country. And they also wanted to boycott the goods. Not only the goods, but they also wanted a full-fledged mass political movement just to attaining the Swaraj. So remember, they wanted to spread this movement outside the Bengal, hence this statement is correct. While अगर हम अब मॉडरेट्स की बात करते हैं, तो डोमिनेटिंग पर्सनालिटी उस समय तो मॉडरेट्स थे, और जो डोमिनेटिंग है तो फिर ऐसा करना तो लाजमी नहीं बन सकता था उस समय में। तो जाहिर सी बात है कि इनका जो थॉट्स था, जो मॉडरेट्स के थॉट्स जो है वो अलग ठहरे थे, और जो एक्सट्रीमिस्ट हैं उनके थॉट्स जो है यहाँ पर अलग हो चले थे। The goal of the Indian National Congress declared to be self-government. उसके बाद अगर बात करें तो 1906 के कलकत्ता सेशन में तो दादा भाई नेहरूजी ने यहाँ पर एक बिग स्टेप लिया था, क्योंकि उन्होंने यहां पर डिक्लेयर किया था कि सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट का मोटो जो है, या स्वराज का मोटो उन्होंने यहां पर डिक्लेयर किया था। देखो, स्वराज का मोटो पहली बार कांग्रेस की तरफ से स्वराज किसने डिक्लेयर किया, या स्वराज की डिमांड किसने की, ऐसा अगर क्वेश्चन आता है तो याद रखना आपको दादा भाई नेहरूजी का नाम लेना है। हालांकि स्वराज नाम से हमको बाल गंगाधर तिलक याद आते हैं, लेकिन वो बाद में जब 1914 में वो जेल से छूटकर आएंगे, तब वो आगे स्वराज को अपना फेवरेट जॉब लेकर चलते हैं। और स्वराज के बारे में सबसे पहले किसने कहा था, ऐसा भी क्वेश्चन आता है, तो फर्स्ट टाइम जिसने स्वराज शब्द की बात कही थी वो थे दयानंद सरस्वती। ओके, सो यहां पर 1906 के सेशन में जो कलकत्ता में हुआ था, दादा भाई नेहरूजी ने एक बिग अनाउंसमेंट किया था कि वो अब स्वराज को अपना टारगेट बनाने वाले हैं। सो इस तरीके से ये स्टेटमेंट भी सही होता है। और अब देखो, आपसे सही स्टेटमेंट पूछा गया है कि गलत, तो सही स्टेटमेंट पूछा गया है, हेंस दिस इज द आंसर। सो हियर इज द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। The movement that precedes the first split, okay, this is the first split. It means इसके बाद भी और भी split हुए होंगे, लेकिन अभी first split की बात हो रही है। In the INC between moderates and extremists is, so Swadeshi is the answer. You all very well know that the first Congress split in 1907 in which session? So remember, this is nothing but the Surat Session. So Surat Session, and in this session the president was Ras Bihari Ghosh was the president. So here is the conflict between the moderates and extremists. moderates versus extremists. Here moderates believe in petitions, propaganda, or we can say in public meetings, memoranda, through newspapers, in all these things. तो moderates believe in all these things, while extremists किस पर बिलीव करते थे? स्ट्राइक्स पे बिलीव करते थे, बॉयकॉट करने पे बिलीव करते थे। तो दोनों के जो थॉट्स थे वो अलग अलग थॉट्स थे। तो 1907 के जो सेशन में एक्सट्रीमिस्ट चाहते थे कि हम बनाए लाला लाजपत राय या फिर हम तिलक को प्रेसिडेंट बनाए, ऐसा चाह रहे थे एक्सट्रीमिस्ट। लेकिन मॉडरेट्स जो हैं उन्होंने रास बिहारी घोष को, याद रखना बोस नहीं बोल रहा हूं, घोष बोल रहा हूं, रास बिहारी घोष को उन्होंने अपना प्रेसिडेंट बना लिया। बस इसी बात पे दोनों मॉडरेट्स और एक्सट्रीमिस्ट्स में कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हो गया और फाइनली 1907 के सूरत सेशन में मॉडरेट्स और एक्सट्रीमिस्ट्स जो हैं वो स्प्लिट हो चुके थे। तो ये सब जो हो रहा था ये स्वदेशी मूवमेंट के टाइम पर हो रहा था। रिमेंबर 1905 में मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि जब गोपाल कृष्ण गोखले जो है वो प्रेसिडेंटशिप में थे, तब बंगाल पार्टीशन को कंडेम करने के लिए और स्वदेशी मूवमेंट को सपोर्ट करने के लिए आपने यहां पर एक पिटीशन दिया था 1905 में। और 1906 जब कलकत्ता में सेशन हो रहा था, कलकत्ता सेशन के टाइम में प्रेसिडेंट थे दादा भाई नेहरू। रिमेंबर दिस थिंग्स। और 1907 में जो है वो स्प्लिट हो चुका था। सो ये सब जो मूवमेंट हो रहे हैं स्वदेशी मूवमेंट के रिगार्डिंग स्वदेशी मूवमेंट के टाइम में ही हो रहे हैं। नेक्स्ट इज हु अमंग द फॉलोइंग स्टार्टेड द न्यूज़पेपर एंड द नेम ऑफ द न्यूज़पेपर इज वॉइस ऑफ इंडिया। So Voice of India newspaper was started in 1883 and remember it was started in Bombay. And obviously in Bombay, so it was started by Dada Bhai Nehru. So the correct answer is Dada Bhai Nehru. So it was started before the formation of the Congress. It means it was started in 1883. So aspirants, this was the last question of this video. This was the last question of this session too. So in next session, we will meet with the further questions. So that's all for today's class. Thank you and Jai Hind.
CGPSC की संपूर्ण तैयारी के लिए कंपटीशन कम्युनिटी के YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और डेली अपडेट्स के लिए बेल आइकन को प्रेस करना ना भूलें।